Hello and welcome to the first of our national election debates in the run-up to the big election, which we call the mini general election in Bihar. Now, why are we calling this a national election debate? Because this election in Bihar, like many state elections, has a significance that clearly goes beyond the state itself. It is an election that is important from a national perspective, from the point of view of the stability of the government, the performance of the government, the assessment of the performance of the government on the one side, and on the other side, what appears to be becoming an impatient and aggressive opposition. What really at the ground level is the reality of the strength of that impatient opposition. Now, we've had a difficult parliament session. The government will hope that the BJP does very well in this election in order to consolidate its position for the three and a half years remaining of its term. Now, at this stage, I want to introduce our panelists, and then I'll give you a few set rules. Panelists this evening, GVL Narasimha Rao is representing the BJP, national spokesperson of the BJP, now emerging as one of the most aggressive speakers on behalf of the party, especially in this election. And backing him up on that side is Rakesh Sinha. We're keeping our panel balanced.
He's an RSS.
He's an RSS thinker and columnist.
Rao Sahab is backing.
Pardon me?
Rao Sahab is backing RSS.
Okay, so you're taking a dig. A dig not lost. Who's backing whom? Says Pawan Verma, is the RSS backing the BJP or the BJP backing
We
the
are
Congress?
a congruent family and you are not.
I like humor when it starts in the debate, because usually as the debate progresses, one loses the humor as the barbs fly. On the other side today, appearing to be united, at least in the course of this debate, I don't know how united they actually are on the ground, is Pawan Verma, the very well-known face of the JDU, Member of Parliament, former diplomat, speaks with passion for his party and is considered one of the most articulate speakers among our political spokespersons, especially from the JDU. And also with him is Dr. Ajay Kumar, formerly in the IPS, now he's a national spokesperson of the Congress party, and has held his ground on several debates, on several national issues. Gentlemen, thank you very, very much. I just want to raise one basic question and then tell you the format. First, the format. Format is very simple. I have 5 questions in this piece of paper that I have towards all 4 of you. I will not exhaust my 5 questions. I will first start by putting one question to each of you, after which I allow one interjection from either side. So one question plus one interjection from the other 3. Right? And I will not allow interjections from the same side, because then you'll be playing a fixed match, there'll be friendly fire. As the debate progresses, and our viewers can judge and tweet as this debate is being telecast on which side you think is winning the debate. Towards the second half of the debate, I have 3 knockout questions in this piece of paper, and I'd like to see 3 knockout questions for each of you. I'd like to see how well you do in answering those knockout questions. Now, in the course of our several debates on Newsa, very often the complaint is that we are not letting the other side speak. I request that you keep your answers as short as possible, as crisp as possible. And if I may say so, keep your answers as topical as possible. Okay, gentlemen, let's begin. The basic question on the national election debate is this. We are looking on this show at the national impact of the Bihar elections. So after the strides the Bharatiya Janata Party gained between May 2014 and November 2014, then the sudden thud which came in Delhi in January-February 2015 stirred much debate about whether the Modi wave has come to an end. The basic question we need to settle is, at this stage, will the result in Bihar bring a conclusion to that debate? And our first speaker is Pawan Verma of the JDU. Pawan Verma, would you like to answer that question, and why would I let you go actually? My question to you, following up from that, this is the first of my 5 questions to you. Why is this election, Pawan Verma, a referendum on Modi and not a referendum on the Nitish-led government, given that it is you who have been in power and not Modi who has been in power in Bihar? Pawan Verma.
First of all, certainly it's a judge of how Mr. Nitish Kumar has performed. Every snap poll shows that he's the first choice of the people of Bihar for Chief Minister. But why it's become a referendum is important. The BJP has no candidate for Chief Minister. Their only face in Bihar is Narendra Modi. If you go to Patna, the only hoardings you see is of Narendra Modi, and with him another person from Gujarat, Mr. Amit Shah. Right. There is no Bihari face. So therefore, it's become a battle between Mr. Nitish Kumar and Mr. Narendra Modi, who is making umpteen number of visits there and has personally directed the Battle of Bihar to become a battle of prestige for the BJP. A dozen cabinet ministers, Arnab, are camped there permanently. The president of the party has been told, don't move from there. You're trailing. Try and salvage the situation. He's parked
You have him on
permanently in
record
Patna.
on that?
I'm telling you what I know.
You're making up things.
I'm telling you what I know, and therefore I say it's a battle that is important for the referendum, because you have two counter narratives here. On the one side, you have a narrative which we have seen for the last 16 months of an economically ineffective regime, of a regime which ignores social justice, of a regime which tolerates incidents like Dadri and has no space for religious and social harmony, and a regime that promises but does not deliver, and in particular, the one that has befooled the youth of this country who held faith in Mr. Narendra Modi. There's one side of the counter narrative. On the other side, I believe in Bihar, although it's a state and not the nation as a whole, there is a counter narrative of economically effective governance, which is inclusive,
Sir,
which
now
is
you're making
compassionate
up.
and
Sir,
social
I
justice,
now request you to
and
pull back.
religious and social
I
harmony.
request you to pull back because I want you to remain focused on my question,
So
which
that is why it's important.
and I want to know if there are any rebuts on either side, because my question was not on your performance, it was on why this election should be
I said
seen
two
to be a
counter-narratives.
referendum on Modi and not on Nitish Kumar. Do you have a rebut? I'll allow some time for rebuts. You have a rebut, Mr.
I
Rao?
think this
Go
is
ahead.
entirely a state election where only Nitish Kumar has been put to test. And Nitish Kumar has accepted his defeat right at the beginning of this campaign by aligning with a party, with Lalu Prasad Yadav, whom he described as the scripter of Jungle Raj in Bihar. The entire election contest in 2010 and 2005 were based on the premise that the Bihar needed to be gotten rid of with Lalu Prasad Yadav. And how can you team up with him? Except this blindness to somehow discredit or defeat Mr. Modi, what you have done is to completely destroy your credibility. And the man who, against whom you ran campaigns, you are now seen in his company. The party with which you had
So
several years of differences at the
I'd like to
center,
interrupt
and you are in
Mr.
alliance with
Rao.
Congress today.
Mr. Rao, I'd like to interrupt you here because I believe you're not answering. It's not an effective rebut you're putting to his point. So I put a question to you because you're not giving a rebut to his point. My question, and I now turn that question around, I put that question to you. Do you have more riding on this election? Mark my words, sir. Do you have more riding on this election than the Janata Alliance, given that it is a referendum on Modi? And I want you to give me effective counters to 4 reasons why people will say it is a referendum on Modi. A, Modi is the face of the campaign. As he said, no chief minister being announced. Second, the focal point of the opposition attack is Modi himself. Thirdly, it is Modi's development versus Nitish's model. Fourthly, considering that it was Modi who won the BJP 22 out of 40 seats in Bihar in May 2014, Bihar in 2015 will be the rest of whether the same electorate continues to believe in Modi's leadership 1 year later. And fifth, the BJP has involved the central leadership fully in the campaigning process in a way that you have not done in any state election so far. Now I want you to answer. That was my first question to you. Go ahead, Mr. Rao. I hope we get a counter from you this time.
I think before answering this question, it is important for the viewers to understand that for the first time in this country's history, post-independent history, you have a prime minister who is able to swing state after state, election after election for that particular party. And no prime minister in several decades had been able to even win an election in their own home state. I think Prime Minister Modi has won Bihar has won Maharashtra for us. He had won Haryana for us.
You have no
he had
local
won
leaders.
Jharkhand, and we have been winning election after election in Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan,
I have a question.
Karnataka.
You have no local
we
leaders.
are winning. We have won in your own state.
You have
Bihar,
no local
we
leaders.
have won Bihar council polls only a couple months ago.
You have no local
so
leaders.
you have no.
Arnab, I ask a question to him.
No, one of you ask a question, please. You can't have both of you asking a question.
I ask you a question. Bihar has 110 million people. Bihar has been the cradle of civilization. Bihar is a state where the BJP has been ensconced for decades. You can't produce a leader with a face as chief minister.
Point is understood now. Let him go on.
I think it is Nitish Kumar was himself a creation of BJP. Nitish Kumar has no political grounding whatsoever.
Arnab, so then you
It is
must be
my
very
party.
good.
Arnab.
It is my party which
must be very
projected
good.
Nitish Kumar as a leader. But when you failed,
Sometimes
when you are
you do bad
arrogant,
things.
when Nitish became so arrogant, today he thinks
Rao
he
Saab.
is Bihar. He says, if I lose, people of
Rao
Bihar
Saab,
will
that-
lose. I don't care a damn about the outcome. Is this the level of arrogance you expect a political
Rao
leader to
Saab,
have?
this is
the level of arrogance.
Ajay Kumar, Ajay
this
Kumar.
is Rao Saab, this is very strange that you are telling Nitish about being arrogant. You are saying that you won the elections in Maharashtra. If you see the Lok Sabha elections and all the best part is to speak on data. Whether you see the 2014 Lok Sabha elections and then you see the Vidhan Sabha, whether it's Jharkhand, the vote percentage is coming down. One sec. Whether it's Maharashtra, Delhi.
You have won
one sec. Let
every
me complete.
election,
No,
Dr.
I'm
Ajay.
just saying. And then the arrogance to say that this country seems to be born on the 17th of May because there was no Prime Minister, whether it was Prime Minister Nehru, whether it was Indira Gandhi, whether it was Atal Bihari Vajpayee, they are even ready to jettison their own leader. They one of the tallest
I'm
leaders.
saying
Atal Bihari
Mr.
Vajpayee also
Modi-
is not material.
No,
it is
I'm
not a
saying
party.
Prime Minister
It is not
Mr.
Bharatiya
Narendra
Janata Party.
Modi
It is
has
Modi
set
Janata
a
Party.
new trend in
So this is
politics.
a tragedy.
Mr.
Bharatiya
Modi
Janata Party
has
has
set a
lost.
new
It has
trend
become
in politics.
an image of single individual.
Sir, do you
He has set a new
Sir,
trend
sir,
in
sir,
politics.
Single
He's
individual.
winning
You are
states
ready to jettison
for the
even
party.
Atal Bihari
I think
no
from
Prime
this
Minister
side,
could do
no,
ever.
on this side, we have now a situation where I have asked two questions on either side. One side I asked whether you have more riding on the election than the Janata Alliance. Is it a referendum on Modi? And he denies it, but he doesn't fully deny it because you don't fully deny it because you do accept that you have positioned Narendra Modi as the face of your campaigns
I'll answer
nationally. Therefore, this election is make or break for you.
I think
on the,
that-
on the
let
other
me-
side,
let
on,
me
on,
just
on the other
answer.
side, I asked one question on the other side about why this should not be a referendum on a state government rather than an election on a national figure or a figurehead called Modi, which you have answered to some extent. Now you wanted a rebut on this side. Rakesh Sen, I don't have specific questions for you because you're not representing a political party. But I'd like you to come into the debate anyway. I think you had a rebut on the other side.
Now,
Go ahead,
I
Rakesh.
think this election has significance due to two reasons. Because the NDA witnessed the revolt by the Nitish Kumar in the name of Narendra Modi. He revolted against Narendra Modi. So there was a kind of dissolution of NDA, not due to the local factor, due to national factor. Second reason, Bihar was the state where the non-Congressism was experimented by Ram Manohar Lohia and Janasangh. This is the state where Nitish Kumar is experimenting as something new. That is the non-BJPism and non-Modism. And he has alliance with the Congress and the RJD, the so-called like-minded party. I think this is the most unnatural
Rakesh,
alliance.
my question
This
to
is
you,
the most
actually I did not start with a question, but I would like to put a question to you. In that case, all our viewers would want to know why the RSS is trying so hard to make sure the BJP loses in Bihar. Why is the RSS, notably your organization's chief, Sri Mohan Bhagwat, working so hard to ensure that the Bharatiya Janata Party loses in Bihar?
I
And the
think I
specific,
would-
and
I
the
would
specific,
con-
the
completely-
specific
I
context. No, I'd like him to take that.
No,
I'd like him to take that. No, you must allow me to complete set the context. Because Mohan Bhagwat knows that on the eve of the Bihar elections, when he makes a comment such as reservations should be scrapped, it is exactly the kind of comment which will strengthen the JDU Lalu group, who will then center the elections around caste. As you know, in Bihar, there's a saying that people vote their caste and not cast their vote. So caste is very critical. Why would Mohan Bhagwat want caste to become the most important factor in the Bihar election, thereby helping the Lalu Nitish combine? It is believed that Mr. Mohan Bhagwat made the comment because he's worried that if Modi wins this election, Amit Shah wins this election, the BJP will grow far bigger than the RSS itself. I'm putting that question in because this question is important
I
from a
will also
national,
like to answer
from
that
a
question,
national
yeah.
perspective. I'd like him to answer. I'd like them to take it forward. This will be intensely debated, I know, but this is for you, sir. to
Arnab,
start with. Go ahead.
your articulation of Mohan Bhagwatji's interview and your assumptions both are wrong, grossly wrong. Because Mohan Bhagwatji said, what he said in his interview, that the reservation policy should be reviewed. His articulation for reviewing the reservation policy didn't mean to scrap reservation of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe or OBC. He meant that it should reach to the last man of this scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC, who are not getting the benefit of reservation. And at the same time, I will tell you, the people of Bihar are so mature.
But
They
that particular
no,
comment
they
has
have
strengthened the
exhibited,
JDU.
they have demonstrated their maturity in
But that
1977.
particular comment has brought caste.
Arnab, let me
that
complete.
particular comment, sir,
Let me
has brought
complete.
that particular comment has brought caste back.
No, no,
into
let
the
me
whole
co- let-
paradigm.
let
why
me
would,
complete
why would
it.
why would Mohan Bhagwat do something which would
No, no,
strengthen
he said.
Why would he do that?
He said this in the context of Deen Dayal Upadhyay's birth centenary.
So whatever
year.
context he said it in the context of a Bihar election.
He didn't mean to scrap. 6 months ago, in his speech in Delhi, he said
I
that
think this is
there
going
should
to
be 100 years reservation if we are needed reservation
may I-
for scheduled
may I
caste
counter-
and scheduled
may I
tribe.
counter?
So no question,
GDL, I'll let you
no.
come in after this.
Let me complete. No question of scrapping reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe. RSS stands for the reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and the backward section of the people. Second thing, whatever Mohan Bhagwat ji said, Bihar's people are more mature than we
Mohan
people
Bhagwat.
in the studio.
Than Mohan Bhagwat.
No, Mohan Bhagwat ji said, and people understand. People understand.
Arnab,
So the
no, no,
question
no.
doesn't
Only
arise.
thing
There is
is-
no impact. There is no negative impact
Arnab,
of that election
Arnab,
on
Rakesh
election.
is very
So-
uncomfortable.
okay.
But Rakesh ji is not able to say. Mohan Bhagwat ji himself is not clarified. There is army of Bharatiya Janata Party
Oh, no,
spokesperson.
Mohan
So
Bhagwat ji said nothing wrong.
RSS continues to go around it. The fact is, the philosophy RSS has fundamentally been
you are a
against
spokesperson
reservation.
of National Party. Kindly go through the
Rakesh ji,
RSS resolution.
RSS has always been
RSS resolution
fundamentally against
categorically says
reservation.
that we stand for
Economic,
reservation. Just
denying
we
the
want
caste.
that.
RSS has
Ajay ji,
always denied
Ajay
caste
Kumar
as
ji,
a social
you raised a very
disability.
serious
don't you
question,
agree
and if
that
you don't mind,
reservation,
I'd like to come in.
Pawan Verma ji, don't you agree that reservation should reach to the common people?
I just want to sit.
Don't you
May I
don't you
answer,
don't
sir?
you agree that reservation
answer?
should reach to
I
the
will
last
answer.
man
In
of
that
the
case,
scheduled caste, scheduled
may I
tribe and
answer?
OBC?
May I answer,
Since
sir?
this question is
May I
generating
answer
much
this
heat in the
question?
context of the debate, I'm coming to you next. Just want to explain to our viewers who are not aware of what exactly the context of this is. RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat said, and it's been quoted widely as saying, that he's against reservations continuing in their present form. This particular comment, in the context of a Bihar election, given the fact that in Bihar caste and reservations are seen to be fundamental issues, even the thought that the reservation policy might be tweaked would give enough ammunition to both Lalu and Nitish, which is exactly what they have done. They have milked this issue for political advantage in election rally after election rally, and in speech after speech and press conference after press conference. Everyone, including Mr. Pawan Verma, has made this an election issue. My question was, is this a reflection of the broader tension between the RSS and the BJP at some level? Now we are seeing a rebut. I know GVL wants to come back, but I'll let Pawan Verma have his turn first. Pawan Verma, are you
whether-
needlessly politicizing
No,
this?
whether it reflects a tension between the BJP and the RSS, I think my worthy friends are best to answer. Many people have drawn their own inferences. But I'd like to make a point. Mr. Mohan Bhagwat said that the reservation policy in this country should be reviewed. Arnab, I'll take only 30 seconds to rebut it. He did not say through the constitutional process. He did not say by
do you
raising
mean?
it in parliament.
What do you
He
mean?
did
I
not
think
say.
he did not
He
see
did
the
not say by
clarification
going
that
through.
was given by
Let
the
me
RSS
say,
itself.
this is
Okay,
not fair.
okay,
I will take 30
No, because
seconds.
you have not
No,
been making
because this
fair
is the-
comments.
So
I think
he
you're
did not
being,
say-
your
Okay,
party.
okay,
No, no,
let me
no.
agree here. After he completes his entire observations on Mohan Bhagwat,
You come in.
I will give you equal time
Yes.
to rebut him. So, Mr. Rao, go ahead,
did
but
not
keep
say-
it short.
Yeah, I will keep it short.
My
He did not
accusation
say-
against
yes,
you is
I
that
guess.
you're making it political.
Yes.
You want caste to be the main
I
issue.
will tell you why.
You don't want to discuss
Let me
development.
answer.
Go ahead.
Let
please.
me
Yeah,
answer.
go ahead.
And so he did it through a means of setting up a committee outside all these institutional processes to review it. Now, why is this question important? Dr. Ambedkar fought to have affirmative action as a part of our constitution. That is how there was a reservation for scheduled castes and scheduled tribes, and as the gradual empowerment of democracy took place, other backward classes were also included in it. Arnab, it is not a question about casteism. It is a question about economic growth with social justice. When Mr. Bhagwat raises this question, for the millions upon millions of those who are not born to the upper caste and have not suffered social and educational backwardness, this becomes a very
So, but
important
you're being
issue.
accused
Can I
of
now-
misinterpreting
no,
his
I
comment. You
think-
answer specifically that part. Why have you carefully refused to allude to the charge put against you by the RSS leaning Rakesh Sinha that you are misinterpreting Mohan Bhagwat's comment? You are making an election speech.
And the
10
same
seconds.
day,
You're
you're making an
the
election.
same day,
Yeah, you're making
Arnab,
an election.
5
I
seconds
think-
for me
No,
after.
but you're making an election
10
speech.
seconds,
sir.
sir, 10 seconds.
5 seconds after that. And 5 seconds after.
No.
No.
Sir, Mohan Bhagwat, Arnab, you know.
Yeah, you proved to
you
him.
know
No,
the-
I think
just
it's
a
a
second.
desperate-
Mohan Bhagwat is the Sar Sanchalak of the
Yes.
RSS.
There's no dispute on that.
And his view, he is the Sarvo Sarva, he is the Supremo. Rakesh ji knows it and Rao ji knows. What he says
In the
will be
RSS.
the guide for the BJP. Therefore, when he has articulated this point, he has said it with the purpose for the BJP to follow, and whatever the
what
BJP
you're
may
saying.
say
That's what
now,
you're saying.
whatever
That's
it
what
may
you're
say
saying. That's what
now,
you're
that
saying.
is
The
policy.
same
Now we are going to have a rebut from
More
GVL Narasimha Rao,
Let me have my
please.
say
More
now.
important,
GVL
he said
Nar-
he has gone through the political process.
GVL
No,
GVL Narasimha
to a
Rao.
committee
GVL
of experts. What is your commitment to democracy? You want to change reservation policy, and that also not by the parliament, not by the constitution, by a group of experts.
Ajay Kumar, I will now give the floor. I will give the floor one last time on this particular subject, because GVL Narasimha Rao, this is exactly what we are discussing today, the national impact of the Bihar elections. Can you disregard the fact that Mohan Bhagwat is seen to be the guiding force behind this government? A. B. Can this government disregard the views of the RSS on an issue such as reservation?
Yeah,
C.
now-
Can you please prove that they are misinterpreting Mohan Bhagwat and that it's not you who are misinterpreting Mohan Bhagwat?
Yeah, please, I hope I'll not be interjected this
Go ahead.
time. I think the same day that these comments were aired in the media, I think the BJP held a press conference same evening, and the Minister for Communication, Minister for Information Technology, Ravi Shankar Prasad, issued a statement clearly and categorically saying the BJP does not favor any review
He did not
any
say Mr.
review of the
Bhagwat is wrong.
existing reservation for backward caste and scheduled caste, period. So
He
the matter
never
ends there.
contradicted
The
Mr.
matter ends
Bhagwat.
there. You
Why does
kept
the
on
matter
making
end
this
there?
point. Only you wanted to sway the electorate.
No,
you
no.
wanted to
He
mislead
never
the people of
contradicted
Bihar,
Mr.
and you have
Bhagwat.
nothing else to show
Nobody in
except
the
to write
BJP
down a
can
caste
contradict Mr.
factor
Bhagwat.
because
Rakesh ji
you
knows.
have done no development. And you have
Rakesh ji
turned
knows.
Bihar
Rao
into a
Saab,
crime raj.
at least
You have
the
turned
Indian
Bihar into a jungle raj.
I will
let
add-
him to say
You have
that
nothing
we
to
cannot
say.
contradict the chief of RSS. What he said, we will, and for
I
political
I
gain,
think we
No,
said
no.
the
underline
same
Mr.
evening.
underline the
And no
minister's press
confusion
conference
whatsoever.
was
And
that
people know.
Bihar
You see,
elections
we
are
have
nearby, we
the
will have to
BJP
buy time. So we will
BJP
stay
has its own
politically.
manifesto. BJP
Rao
goes
Saab
according
said
to
now,
its own
you're on
policies.
national television,
Not
say it now.
everything that RSS says is part of our agenda.
No, one
we
second.
we
Request
belong
you
to the
say
same.
that Mr.
we
Bhagwat is
belong-
wrong.
Let him give him an opportunity to say what do you. One second.
I-
One second. You don't keep interrupting him.
Yes.
What is it that you want him to say?
I want him to say
Yeah.
that Mr. Bhagwat is wrong, and there will be no
Ever.
reconsideration of the reservation policy.
Okay, can I answer that now? Okay, Mr. Mohan Bhagwat's comments as a social reformer, as a thinker, as a head of RSS, he has made those comments. The BJP does not consider review of the present existing reservation system to be even considered for a review. Does that satisfy you?
So-
We've said
so
this
for-
on day
for-
one, and you
so
have
for
been
land
misleading.
acquisition bill, they
You have
went
been
U-turn
you have
because
been
of the
lying to the
RSS.
voters
Why
of
would you
Bihar.
not
You
take that at
cannot
face
run a
value?
campaign
let
based
me
on
add
lies
one line,
and propaganda.
just one line, because
Rakesh,
Mohan Bhagwat ji just said that there should be capacity building among the scheduled caste, scheduled
Which is
tribe,
fair,
and
which is
OBC,
fair.
which led them
But this
to
is
get
not
the,
what he said.
which led them to
He
get the
didn't say
benefit
that.
of the
Rakesh ji
reservation.
didn't say
That
that.
was he connected the reservation policy with the capacity building. That was his call for the review.
intellectualizing.
That was his call
No,
for
no,
the
no,
review.
Rakesh Sinha,
Like a
Rakesh
good
Sinha, if I may
spokesperson,
be
you're
allowed an
trying to give it
observation.
a
If I may be allowed an observation,
You're
Mr.
trying to
Rakesh
defend
Sinha.
the indefensible, but that's a good attempt.
No, Mr. Rakesh Sinha, you're intellectualizing it. That is not what he said. I think he was quite categorical in his views, and I think the BJP has been fairly categorical in saying it is not said does not subscribe to his views. It's simply saying those are his views. Now let me go to the Congress party. Can I ask a question to the Congress party, which is enjoying the debate so long as no question is asked to it? Sir, the reality, ground reality.
I'll be enjoying it even after you ask me a question.
Sir, you are not in power anywhere in the Hindi heartland. You are not in power in Madhya Pradesh. You are not in power in Uttar Pradesh. You are not in power in Rajasthan. You are not in power in Chhattisgarh. You are out of power in Delhi. You are out of power in Haryana. You are out of power in Gujarat. And now you are out of power also in your own state of Jharkhand. So, Mr. Ajay Kumar, you know, my question to you in a national perspective is, will you grow up? Will you grow up if you lose this election in the context of your disruptive tactics or agenda in parliament, which should be up for a mandate in this election? You should now understand that if you lose this election, people will be telling you that you either play the role of a responsible opposition, do politics on the ground, do politics in Ara and Aurangabad and not necessarily in Aspen, and that your entire strategy to make your mark at a national level has been flawed. instead of constantly carping about what the BJP has done wrong and what Mohan Bhagwat has said, have you ever looked within? You are led by a leader who looks for intellectual direction from Aspen instead of being on the ground in Aurangabad.
Even
And
that is doubtful. We still don't know whether he went to
this,
Aspen.
this election, therefore, and don't dodge it.
I'll
Don't
answer
talk
it.
about others tonight. This election is a litmus test, maybe the final litmus test for Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because both Nitish and Lalu refused to share the stage with him. Sometimes realizing the problem, he goes to Aspen.
That is not exactly true.
Arnab,
Now the point is, therefore,
once
you
you
understand
after
the
you finish
context.
your diatribe, can I start?
It's
First question.
It's an
is-
observation. Why
first
does it appear to
question
be a
is- first-
diatribe? to
Yeah,
you, sir?
because the first statement is,
It's an
you know,
observation. Now,
it's-
what is the diatribe out there? Are you in
diatribe
power
is
in any of
because
those
diatribe
I
is
think
because
it was a
it was a
diatribe.
diatribe, but
That's what
I
you'd
will
like
let you
to
pass.
believe.
But
All
the
right.
important part is, you didn't pay any attention to what was happening in the political space. Look at the land acquisition bill.
Sir,
We
look.
were able to, one second,
Oh,
can I
please.
complete? Can I complete? And then you can interject.
Nation wants to
First
know
question, the
where
nation
Rahul
wants
Gandhi
to know.
went.
The
What was
nation,
my question?
I thought the nation wants to know
Why
what his
does, why
byline.
does
First
he go
question.
so often?
So one
Where
question,
does he go?
can I,
What
can
does
I,
he do?
Can I complete? Mr. Rao, first question is.
Sir,
if
reminder
look
is
at the-
you got four. One
if you
second.
look
Sir,
at the-
reminder is, sir, your share in Bihar is some 8% of the vote. In Delhi, you have got 0 out of 70 seats. Smell the coffee. Realize
And I'm
that.
trying to tell you
No,
that.
So
And
my
you're
question is not
realizing
about
it.
land acquisition.
And you're not realizing
I am
it.
saying it's make or break.
No,
Idhar ya
and-
udhar,
and-
aar ya par,
No, and-
aar ya par,
and that is
doodh
your-
ya
I
pani,
think-
as
and-
they say in
and
Hindi.
Arnab,
No,
despite your-
be realistic about it.
Despite
Be
your
realistic about
erudition,
it.
you know, I think you're very badly understanding the political space. If I look at my colleagues in front, there were 2 seats not too long time back.
That's the only
question
solace
is,
you seem to get.
It takes time. Look, the political activity in the Lok Sabha, land acquisition bill. Look at the way, as a responsible opposition, we have played a role. And as far as the state goes, the last, you're talking about Bihar, when JDU and RJD and Congress fought together in the by-poll, we did remarkably well. So the question
You've
is,
been winning.
one sec,
You've been
hold on,
losing
one-
every
one-
election,
one sec,
including local
Narasimha
body
Rao, sir,
polls.
Can I finish it? I didn't intervene, so I'll just finish it.
No, you tell me
First
one thing.
question
Why
is
did
Rahul Gandhi?
is
No,
it
coming
true?
to
Is it
Rahul
true? Is
Gandhi,
it
no,
true?
coming-
Is it true that the Congress Working Committee delayed Rahul Gandhi's elevation on September 8th because it realized that you are up for a thrashing
No,
in
the
Bihar?
question is-
and that Rahul Gandhi would take
No,
have to
absolutely
take
false, because what
responsibility
has
for the
happened
thrashing in
is,
Bihar.
Rahul Gandhi seems to become a nightmare for the Bharatiya Janata Party and their allies. Whenever he travels anywhere, you are able to raise your
We are
TRP and
giving
everything.
you- we
And
are
the
giving you
question is, if the
sleepless
Congress
nights.
Party is working to a strategy. I think we are raising issues which are important nationally. I think the Congress Party aligning with Mr.
That's not my
Nitish.
question.
One sec.
That's
with
not my
Nitish.
question.
My question is.
No, my question is, answer
the
my question
Congress-
is, answer my question
and my
first.
question
Answer
is,
my question. You
across-
can't ask counter
So what is
questions.
your question?
You will have to come to the
So
question.
please tell
Mr.
me your
Ajay
question
Kumar.
again.
My question is this, and if you care to listen, since Rahul Gandhi's return from his holiday / sabbatical / 72 days sojourn, Congress Party has been more vocal in Parliament and outside. There's no doubt on that. You've fought over issues like Vyapam and the land acquisition bill. I agree that. My point is, if it does not translate into any electoral success for your party, does it mean that the oldest party in India, notwithstanding all the recent fire and brimstone that you did in Parliament, is not an electoral force to reckon with anymore? And if political rhetoric does not convert to electoral gain, then Mr. Ajay Kumar, understand, what purpose does it serve?
Because it's
What
not,
purpose does
first
it serve?
question is, look at-
Complete your
and
point,
no,
please. You're
one
taking
sec.
too much
First
time.
question is
You answer the
politics.
question.
Yeah, politics is not T20. You are looking at the long term. Look at the ground. So let's take Bihar as a thing.
Right.
Like-minded people got on the platform. BJP is
But
running
why
helter
Nitish did
skelter
not
for
go
cover.
to
They
have
put
a joint
correctly
meeting
2
with Rahul
Gujaratis,
Gandhi?
Modi
Why
and
is
Amit Shah.
Why
The
is
question
Nitish
is,
Kumar? Why are they avoiding Rahul
not
Gandhi?
at all.
Why
Nobody
they
is
are
avoiding
avoiding
Mr.
it?
Rahul Gandhi's
Sonia
rallies are going to
Gandhi.
happen now.
Sonia
The
has
question
been
is,
put
How you
Okay,
call-
now,
No,
counter
Arnab,
how does-
Arnab, you didn't let me
just
come-
one
I think
You've
interjection.
taken enough time.
No, no,
Counter
one
question
sec.
one
for
interjection.
Ajay Kumar.
One
Counter
interjection.
question for
One
Ajay
inter-
Kumar from Rakesh Sinha.
One
Go ahead.
interjection.
Counter question. Go ahead.
How do you call yourself and then Lalu Yadav as a like-minded people? Number one. Number two. Don't you realize that Rahul and Sonia are unnecessary evil of the party? They are not in the position to lead you victory in any state, any part of the
You know,
any
can
part
I
of
tell you, Mr.
Indian
Rakesh Sinha, correctly,
nation.
In 2004, the same leadership, 2004 brought us back to power, 2009 brought us back to power. The problem with the Bharatiya Janata Party is that you are ready to jettison leaders at every shortest notice.
No,
The
we are
question
But your
was,
alliance
the
is not
leadership
sharing.
is stable,
The
the
first
leadership
family
is...
party.
The first
Yeah,
party
okay,
of Rahul
the
Gandhi.
same party, the same leadership was in
Ajay,
2004, 2009.
was it
Very
not,
good.
We are
was
not a
it not an
dynasty.
insult? Was it not an insult of Rahul Gandhi when he went Bihar? This was the first
You have the
election
RSS
and
dynasty
Lalu
going
and
on in
Nitish
your
wanted
party
to
and you don't
resolve
know
the
the
dynasty.
dynasty.
This
It's
was
an
the insult. This
ideological
was the
family.
insult of Rahul
Ideological
Gandhi.
family. The
You
question
cannot
is-
look
Arnab,
beyond.
I'd like to
You
comment,
cannot look
please.
My
beyond
question-
Sonia Gandhi
No,
and
we
Rahul
don't-
Gandhi. The only people that matter in this party
If
are
you look
five
at it-
individuals. Every time
If you
we
look
hit
at it
them,
across India,
you hit
And now
anybody
I
else.
my-
Doesn't
look,
matter.
now I-
It's
now-
all
okay,
people.
okay,
The
now-
whole
okay.
family
it is
comes
Sachin
back.
Pilot and the team,
party,
whether it is Maharashtra,
it is not a party.
whether it is Madhya
You are a
Pradesh,
family.
we have a
You are
huge
a-
bandwidth.
you
Your
are run
problem,
by an
in
individual
fact, the
family
Bharatiya
and
Janata
nothing
Party is only
beyond.
Modi ji.
My,
You
se-
don't
my
have a
next,
bandwidth
my
at
next
all.
question now is to the JDU. JDU wants to make observations. I have a question for them. Sir, given Pawan Verma, my next question is to you, and please listen carefully because you have a chance to respond on this. Sir, given that you, and this is a question that comes from many of our viewers as well, given that you have swallowed your pride and you have allied with all your political foes in a desperate bid to contain your ex-partner called Narendra Modi, your ex-political partner called Narendra Modi and the BJP, don't you have greater pride and prestige at stake in this election? Because if two historic foes, Lalu and Nitish, who hate each other, and don't get into the question of hate, that's not the issue, but who hate each other, cannot defeat the BJP despite coming together, it will defeat the purpose of the entire alliance, A, the defeat of the united political opposition. And please tell me today, don't say we will win. Tell me what the impact of a defeat will be for the united political opposition by the BJP in one of India's most electorally significant states called Bihar. It will be a bleak prospect for anyone contemplating such an alliance for the next general election to take on the BJP. The very prospect of taking on the BJP, not just in future state elections like UP, but in the next general election will be absolutely, I would say, terminated if you were to lose and lose badly in Bihar. Are you aware of the responsibility that you hold there? That question is to the JDU and you will respond to that.
Yes,
Go ahead.
Arnab, I think we are aware of that responsibility.
Sir.
And I can only say to you with great humility that we expect to win decisively. And therefore, now your question.
No, what is the loss
What
going
is
to
what
translate
is what
to,
is
sir?
at stake?
What
I'll
is-
tell
what
you
is the
what is
loss
at
going to
stake.
translate?
I'll tell you what is at stake. I believe what is at stake will be the possibility of another counter narrative to the kind of politics Mr. Narendra Modi represents. I believe that counter narrative is relevant. And I believe that counter narrative has been made relevant by Mr. Narendra Modi himself. And that there is a large segment of the BJP and a very important segment in the RSS which also
Name
is
people.
seeing,
Sir, name
which
people.
is
Don't-
also
don't
looking for
pull your
change.
punches.
Which
Name
is
people.
also
Name
looking
people.
for
Name
change.
people.
Now, this
Therefore, I am
so-called-
saying to you, therefore I am saying to you,
specific.
So-called
No,
I
no,
am
no,
saying
one-
to you
Janata Dal broke
specifically,
up.
Sir,
Bihar,
even before its
Bihar
form.
represents, to my
Sir,
mind,
be specific.
Bihar
Khulkar bole,
represents to
Khulkar
my
bole,
mind,
take names, be specific.
Bihar represents to my mind a watershed election.
We know what
We
it means.
expect to win and we believe this win will change the
Clichés,
course of the
clichés.
political narrative in India. That
All
is why it's
clichés.
important.
Clichés.
All this is cliched. Okay, the question that we
Obviously,
are
for you
asking
it will be.
is, the only plank on which Nitish Kumar emerged in politics, you have destroyed that by aligning with a corrupt party like the Congress
Okay,
and a
can I answer
criminal,
the
and a
corrupt
party of
question?
corrupt and the criminals, the RJD,
The
and your
corruption
credibility
of
is
the
gone,
Bharatiya
and
Janata
you are
Party
contesting
from-
only 100
from
seats.
Rajasthan,
We are the only
Madhya
party.
Pradesh.
Arnab, I will
We
add
are
one-
the
one-
we
one-
are
one-
the only party in
Bharatiya
this
Janata Party's
election which
corruption
can give a stable
Rao
government.
Saab,
We
Bharatiya
are the
Janata
only
Party's
party which
corruption,
can give
whether
a
it is
stable government.
Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh is like
We have won all the
according to your
states.
Ganga
People
Snan.
have
No,
rejected
no, and
your
Karnataka.
charges.
Arnab,
The
People
issue
have
is-
rejected
Arnab,
your
but
claims.
the important
The
issue I
alliance-
think is
We won
I will
Madhya
add one
Pradesh.
thing.
I think he didn't answer my question.
I
One
will
second.
just
You
add
didn't
one
answer
thing.
my question.
Arnab,
May I proceed with the counter
just
question?
just
No,
one-
because I can't
no,
let Mr.
just
Pawan
one line,
Verma
just
get
one-
away like this.
Arnab,
You see, no,
just
Mr.
one line,
Pawan
one
Verma
line.
has a habit, having been a diplomat in the past.
We are not writing
I
editorials here.
I must say, a very good diplomat, and he has all the virtues of a good diplomat. One of the virtues of a good diplomat is that he sometimes has the unique skill, acquired skill, of appearing to answer a question while not answering a question.
I answered your question.
And I know what, this is a skill. It's not something that is very
No,
common
Arnab,
in Indian
Arnab,
politics.
I will-
I will repeat the question therefore.
Okay, all right,
and this
please.
time I hope he
I will
replies like
answer
a
it
politician,
bluntly.
not a diplomat, which is an admission that you didn't answer bluntly last time. So understand this. If this grand Mahagathbandhan that is bound by secularism cannot hold the Modi-led BJP, you will have to realize you represent a party whose principal leader, Nitish Kumar's principal ambition when he broke the alliance was to be the next Prime Minister of India if the secular forces come together. 2 years down the line, if you lose Bihar, not only do you lose Bihar, you lose your attempt to snatch away power 3 or 4 years from now across India. I don't think you have understood what a loss will be for the Mahagathbandhan and alliance of the anti-Modi contingent, not on the basis of arithmetic, what impact it will have on the very unifying philosophy which you talk about, which is the philosophy of secularism. Do you realize the impact of
question must end now, you know.
The question
I forget
is long.
the answer by the time.
The question is longer in an attempt
I'm
to
so
coax
sorry.
you to answer the question. Go ahead.
Answer
Go ahead.
the
Answer the question.
question.
Go ahead. Answer.
I'm keeping
Answer
the thread in
answer.
my mind.
Answer the
Now,
question.
question is very bluntly to you. Answer is
No, you're
that of
asking me a
course-
question.
No, I am answering,
You
giving you a
answer my
blunt
question.
answer.
Yeah, thank you.
Of course, the Bihar election is important for what we believe should be the narrative in India. It's a lot is at stake in this election. I am not denying it for a moment. And I'm saying to you that even if
It's important
I'm
for your
saying to you-
survival.
I'm saying
It's
to you,
important for your
but
survival.
as
I think you should
important,
let him come. I
I
think you
think
should let
as important as it is for us, it is for the BJP, which has, without the slightest reservation, put Narendra Modi as the only counter to Nitish Kumar. It is a battle between Mr. Nitish Kumar and Mr. Narendra Modi. No other leader from Bihar is considered fit to stand up against
I
Mr.
respond to
Nitish
that?
It's
Kumar.
going to be the last battle
And that-
between the two.
It is-
And
Can
that
I-
is
can I-
not going to be the last battle. That battle will continue
What do you
because
mean? One second. You're prophesizing.
I am saying to you,
You're prophesying.
I am
I-
saying because they represent two counter
think the
narratives.
so-called-
No, no.
I think it is.
Arnab, before
You
before-
seem to
no,
be a-
It is.
No, but
no,
Arnab,
can
I just want
can I
to
counter
I just
that?
want to correct certain
Arnab,
facts.
can I counter?
The certain facts. This myth you're saying is the fight between the Mahagathbandhan and the BJP is also for development. If you look at the statistics, even in today's major newspaper, one second, let me complete.
you realize
The
that-
statistics shows that the development has been best. So-called showcase states compared to Gujarat and all, Bihar has been much advanced, even in terms of expenditure in development, even in
Vikas
expenditure in
as a-
social sectors. So the question is, this narrative of Narendra Modi's development is a farce.
These people have
The
defeated
fight
this
is that.
so many
The
times
fight is of
because
development.
your personal
they
pick.
are building this. The foundation is on communalism. Casteism is
Can
the
I-
wall, and Pochara is the Vikas. That is all. They will keep whitewashing.
Okay, now,
Keep giving the
before I put
I
the
want
counter-
you to focus the,
Can I
the
need
issue
to respond to
in
that,
Bihar
Arnab.
is development. Even in today's major
Arnab,
newspaper, the
this
expenditure
is
on
nothing
development
but-
and social sector is the highest.
Ajay Kumar.
No, the
Ajay
so-called,
Kumar.
just let me have one
On
comment
economic
here.
development,
The
you will
so-called,
say.
Economic
the so-called,
development.
the so-called Grand Alliance is actually a combination of vanquished, defeated, demoralized, and about to be destroyed political parties, which have lost repeatedly,
These are cliches.
repeatedly
These
in
are
the hands
cliches.
of in the
These
hands
are
of the
cliches.
BJP and
We
Prime
were
Minister
never
Mr.
arrogant
Modi.
to use this
And
word
this
for
is
you when you were
your
two
last
seats.
ditch attempt.
This is the problem.
This is-
Ahankar.
This is their
Ahankar. When you were
last
two,
ditch
nobody
attempt.
said these kind of words.
No,
Now you
no,
will
this
continue
is
to
your
use.
last
Rao
ditch
Saab,
attempt to
Rao Saab,
survive.
this is the-
It's a fight for the
This is the
survival of
beginning
your
of the
party.
end.
Too many use of
This
adjectives.
arrogance is the beginning of the end.
No, it's a fight for survival,
Don't worry.
and the writing on the wall is very
And the
clear.
poor and
Okay,
the
this
downtrodden
election,
and the
we'll
We'll
deprived
see
will
the
teach you all a
drubbing.
lesson.
Enough
We'll
time
see
for
the
a
drubbing
couplet.
of all the
For the
parties.
poor and the downtrodden
one
will teach
second,
you a lesson.
one
I have had one point.
No, no,
Time
you
for a
want-
couplet.
And the people who believe in a different form of India.
I think the alliance between Nitish and Lalu, I am giving the Mahabharata's Dhritarashtra Alingan. Dhritarashtra hugged Bhim with a motive to destroy him. I think both Lalu and
RSS is
Nitish,
doing
both
that to
Lalu and
BJP.
Nitish are hugging each other
RSS
to destroy-
is doing
with
it
an
to
intention
BJP.
to destroy. Their target is to destroy each other. They hate each other. But this is the most opportunistic alliance the people of Bihar know.
Okay, now can
and
I
this time,
give you a
and
couplet?
this time,
You had-
Dhritarashtra Alingan, people of Bihar know their social basis,
People of
know their
Bihar
respective
will
social
know.
basis,
20
know,
seconds
and they are
for a-
going to transfer their
I
vote
give,
to
And why
I
BJP.
give,
if
I
the
give
people of
20
Bihar know
seconds,
that why are
20
20
seconds to
ministers
Pawan
campaigning?
Verma for a
Why
couplet.
is this everybody
20
putting
seconds.
all money?
Ajay Kumar, 20 seconds.
Couplet.
20 seconds
You
to
know,
Pawan Verma for a
just
couplet,
20
and then I have
seconds,
questions
20
for this
seconds.
side. Yes.
Hearing Rao Saab speak and big adjectives he used about vanquished, defeated, etc. I am reminded, Arnab, of small couplet, very simple Urdu. यूं दिखाता है आंखें मुझे बागबां जैसे गुलशन पे कुछ हक हमारा नहीं. You cannot assume this arrogance, especially with the track record of the last 8 months.
And Mr.
I will
Kumar,
respond it.
I think you have destroyed a 2-decade-long alliance. You have, this is only
See, this
because
is
of the Maha Ahankar of
This is
Nitish
like
Kumar.
a like a
Yes,
like
yes,
a
yes,
swan
yes,
like a swan spouse.
I'm giving.
No, my question is to GVL
Rao Saab is really like a swan spouse.
Let us look at it the other way. You have failed to pass economic reforms in Parliament in the previous session. That's the reality you don't like, but it is true. Will the BJP concede, and please, you have to respond to the question, will the BJP concede that the main national impact for the BJP, should you lose this election, is going to be severe? Because if you lose to the RJD, JDU, INC combined, you might as well give up on economic reforms passed in Parliament. Second question, will you concede? First point on economic reform. Second, will you concede that the result in Bihar can determine a new template for the future of the way elections are fought in India? Because if the Mahagathbandhan, and don't say they won't win, you know, you are frightened, you are scared that if they pull off a victory in Bihar, we could see the cobbling of the anti-BJP alliances being the gateway to beating the once thought unbeatable BJP under Narendra Modi. If contesting solely against the Congress gives the BJP a natural advantage, Bihar can be a future gateway for future realignment to neutralize that advantage. See, you're strong vis-a-vis the Congress alone. No, you are strong vis-a-vis the Congress alone. You know today the arithmetic is strongly against you. It is not that Amit Shah is in Bihar for a holiday. He's there because he knows the arithmetic traditionally has not been for him. It can give a completely different dimension to the way elections are fought in India.
I think the Bihar template itself provides you with ample evidence
Don't
that
question
even before the
I'll
elections
talk
have
again
been,
about Lalu,
even before the
about-
campaigning had begun,
No, you're not
you have
answering
had a so-called Janata Dal merger
No,
that
no.
was announced 2 months ago,
Only
has been
one argument.
completely destroyed. So you cannot say, I think all these parties,
sir.
let the elections be over.
Sir, you're
Even
not-
before the election results are
Actually-
announced, I would expect
Please
Lalu
don't be
Prasad to make a
arrogant.
statement.
I want to follow up with you.
Actually,
I
how
want to follow up
confident
with
you
you.
are,
I
how
want to follow up
confident
with
you
you.
are that Jitaram
I want to
Manji
follow up with
could, you are so confident that Jitaram
Okay.
Manji
Is he
could
answering the
extend,
question?
no, and he
One
was so
second.
confident.
Wait
But one
a minute,
second, he was so,
wait a minute.
But he was so-
Wait a minute.
Let me answer your other question.
Wait a minute. Has he answered my question so far?
Not at
Yeah.
all.
And can one of you tell him why he's not answering the question?
And-
One sentence.
because there is no possibility
because-
of losing.
No, watch it.
And if he answers that question,
Watch
I
it,
will
watch it.
answer.
Can
I
one
will reserve
minute,
that
calm
right.
down, sir. You
I
tell-
reserve the right not to answer
You-
if he doesn't answer a negative
You
question.
reserve the right not to answer, but
He did
is-
not answer it.
He also has the
No,
right
let
to
him-
try and force you to answer.
No, let him answer it, then I will
Okay,
answer it.
No, watch it.
Now
He
let's have
wants
a
to tell you
reason
why you're not
debate.
answering the question. Can you
Reason
in one
debate.
sentence tell him?
Because the track record of the Narendra Modi government in the last 18 months has been so ineffective that Bihar is going to put the
That's why we are
question
winning
mark.
Okay,
in
one
Madhya
second. Now he's
Pradesh,
countering you.
Rajasthan,
Would you want to
Karnataka,
answer the question?
local
No,
body
no,
polls.
no,
I gave you 10 seconds. I
Are
gave
we
you 10
winning
seconds.
because we did
No,
not perform?
because
No,
now
Ajay,
the
Ajay,
people
let him.
lose.
Ajay, let him.
Why did you lose in Bihar local body
I-
polls?
I think
Why
you-
did you
We
lose
lost.
MLC elections? Why
No,
did
I
you lose
think-
in
I'm
Madhya
not-
Pradesh?
Rao,
Why did you lose
Mr.
in
Rao,
Rajasthan?
Everybody in this
Why did
country
you
in the
lose in
past 18
Bengaluru?
months have seen
Why did
that
you
the
lose in
Narendra
Karnataka?
Modi government's
I
developmental
think
agenda
this
is a
is the
flop.
only government.
It is flop.
This is the only prime
Export
minister.
is down,
This is the
manufacturing
only
is
don't
down,
interrupt. Ajay Kumar,
agriculture
don't
is down,
interrupt. Ajay Kumar, don't-
manufacturing is
I-
down,
I-
agriculture
Ajay,
is down,
this is not fair.
export is down.
I would say
I
this
challenge
is
you.
I would say this is not
let
fair.
me- let
This
me-
is
let
not
me
fair
just say
for the
one line.
Congress JDU representatives on this side not to let him complete. I will allow him to complete. In fact, I'll push him further with one question in the hope that Mr. Rao will answer my question specifically this time. And Mr. Rao, see, in the course of a debate, not answering a question and saying I reserve the right not to answer the question
Because they did not
will be
answer
seen
that
as an
question.
admission of weakness. So I
No,
repeat
no,
the
no.
question.
You see, let me tell you.
So can I
I'll
re-
answer
can I
your
repeat the
question.
question?
This is the this
No,
is
it
the
could
only
also
prime
mean
minister.
there are no answers.
This is the only prime minister whose popularity is constantly on the rise, while through his term of 18 months.
Only
And
for
that's what I
polarizing
think
the
is enough.
The data is pure
Opinion
research.
polls,
Now, which I
opinion
find
polls show
Arnab-
all the Congress supporters, all the Congress
And
voters
you know, can I
also
correct you on that? The
approve
Pure
of
research,
Prime Minister
the
Mr.
Pure
Modi.
research which you
Okay,
depended
let
on
me
also
add,
showed
let me add.
as Rahul Gandhi at 68 and Prime Minister at 78. That is it. So please
I
don't go
think
about.
don't
Please
talk
don't go about on pure
I'm
research
talking
and this
about,
kind of
yes,
this kind
these
of
are
data.
credible surveys.
No, one
Yeah,
second.
so Pure
Which
research
show
said same thing about
Congress
Sonia
voters
Gandhi's
are
popularity.
rejecting
What
Rahul
is
Gandhi.
no, no, watch it.
Arnab-
Are you telling us that we still have that colonial hangover, that some unknown American group comes and does a bit of
That's
research
what I'm
and you
saying.
take
I'm
that?
quoting.
I don't think Americans can tell us who's popular.
No, Arnab.
I will add-
First of all,
And by the way,
can I
and by
tell
the
you
way,
something?
on a lighter note,
unknown colonial colonial surveys being quoted by them.
Ajay Kumar ji,
I'm
you are wrong.
just correcting
You are
you.
wrong.
Just a minute.
The unknown colonial surveys quoted by them.
You- no, no, we
on
do
a
lot
lighter
we do
note,
lot
on a
of-
lighter note, if I may, you quote an American.
I didn't quote.
You
Their
quote
favorite quote.
अरे listen to me, no.
No, but I just
अरे
want to
listen
correct
to,
you.
अरे
But
भाई
Arnab,
सुन तो लीजिए.
but एक मिनट.
आप सुन तो
ठीक है, आप
लीजिए. 2
बोलिए.
मिनट हंसी मजाक में सुन तो लीजिए.
बता दीजिए,
मैं आपको
बताइए,
ये कह रहा हूँ
बताइए.
कि आजकल हालत ऐसी हो गई है कांग्रेस पार्टी की कि हिंदी हार्टलैंड में तो एग्जिस्ट नहीं करते हैं. कोई 40 MP आपके बाकी है अगर वो अमेरिका में नहीं है. आप कोई अमेरिकन ग्रुप को लेके उनको कोट करते कि वो कहते हैं, सुन लीजिए, वो कहते हैं कि राहुल गांधी बड़े पॉपुलर है. और उसके अलावा
अमेरिकन
जब बिहार में
कॉन्फ्रेंसेस
इलेक्शन
अटेंड
हो रहा
करते
होता है तो आपके लीडर आरा में नहीं होते हैं, धनबाद में नहीं होते
अभी
हैं.
तो आरा धनबाद तो जा रहे हैं, आप चिंता मत कीजिए.
आपके
दूसरी
लीडर
बात है, अर्नब जी,
कटिहार में नहीं होते
अर्नब
हैं.
जी, जो अमेरिकन
आप सुन लीजिए, आप सुन लीजिए ना. आप
नहीं,
चिंता
नहीं,
क्यों
अर्नब जी,
नहीं? यही आपकी गलती है.
अमेरिकन
यही
अजय,
आपकी
आपकी गलत धारणा को सुधार रहा हूँ.
नहीं, आप
पहले
अर्नब
तो
से भी
अमेरिकन
सीख सकते थे.
प्यू रिसर्च का कोटेशन यही जो है
सुनिए,
सबसे बड़े
अजय,
गलतफहमी किसकी है वो
सबसे
viewers
ज्यादा
देख रहे
कोट
हैं.
करते हैं प्यू
सुन
रिसर्च
लीजिए,
के
सुन
हमारे
लीजिए.
आरएसएस
अरे भाई, मुझे
अमेरिकन रिसर्च का कोट इनके हाथ में है.
आप मेरी बात सुन लीजिए. आपका ऐसा हो गया आज.
Why does he go to
सुनिए
US
ना,
journalists,
आपका
let him
कांग्रेस
train
पार्टी
under
का ऐसा
Arnab?
हो गया है कि आज आप लोग हंसी मजाक भी नहीं करते हैं. अरे हर वक्त आपको लगता है ये पार्लियामेंट का सेशन चल रहा है और हम कोई इधर बैठे हुए जो सुमित्रा महाजन के स्पीकर के चेयर पर. आप सुन लीजिए मेरी बात.
आप बताइए.
आप समझ लीजिए, देश की जनता देख रही है. वो कहेंगे कि इलेक्शन के पहले क्या आपको पूर्णिया में होना चाहिए था कि कैलिफोर्निया में? क्या आपको कटिहार में होना चाहिए था
हम
कि
बताएंगे.
क्यूबेक में?
मैं आपको बता
क्या
रहा हूं.
आपको औरंगाबाद में होना चाहिए था कि आरा में?
तो आप
क्या
एक
आपको
मिनट.
हाजीपुर में होना चाहिए कि ह्यूस्टन में?
एक
और
चीज
आप
बताइए.
सोच लीजिए, आपके नेता के बारे में ऐसी बातें हो रही हैं और उसके बाद अगर आप किसी से कोई विशेष ज्ञान
तो
लेने
आपको
जाए तो
ज्ञान-
ज्ञानवर्धन के लिए आप कहां जाते हैं? ज्ञानवर्धन के लिए आप जाते हैं एस्पेन.
तो अगर आप
अगर आप
आपने
नागपुर
अपने-
के बारे में
आप-
इतना
आप-
कंप्लेन
एक
कर रहे हैं.
luxurious
अर्नब
being
गोस्वामी
नागपुर
जी,
तो फिर भी
अर्नब
एस्पेन से
गोस्वामी
करीब
जी,
है.
यदि आपने अपना जो है
मैंने प्रश्न नहीं
अगर
किया.
प्रश्न नहीं,
मैं
comment-
इसको कहता हूँ,
एक-
इसको कहते हैं हिंदी में विशेष टिप्पणी.
अच्छा विशेष
ये
टिप्पणी-
सवाल नहीं
तो,
है.
अच्छा विशेष टिप्पणी देने के बाद पहले तो साहब बेतिया में तो देखिए एक चीज है,
नहीं,
राहुल
बेतिया
गांधी
में-
जी का जो
He has no
कार्यक्रम
answer.
होगा,
I think
सोनिया
he has no
गांधी का,
answer. No, he has no
कांग्रेस के-
answer.
एक मिनट, कांग्रेस के लीडर्स के कार्यक्रम पूरी तरह से बिहार चुनाव में जिस तरह से कांग्रेस उतर रही है जेडी और आरजेडी के साथ, आप उसके बारे में चिंता मत कीजिए. पहली बात.
नहीं, मैं चिंता-
दूसरी
आपको
बात
चिंता
है,
करनी चाहिए.
दूसरी बात है कि रिसर्च कोट करना जो है हमारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी और आरएसएस
नहीं,
दोस्त की
all
आदत है.
surveys-
वो कोई सर्वे जो है, कोई अजीब सर्वे प्यू वाले तो
नहीं,
ये लोग
आपको
कोट कर
तो
रहे हैं.
US
हम तो
में
इनको
विश्वास
जो है
होता है
आईना
ना.
दिखा रहे हैं
आप
साहब.
अमेरिका पे
हम तो
विश्वास
आईना
करते हैं,
दिखा रहे हैं
इसलिए
कि
अमेरिका
भाई
पे
साहब अगर आप
एजेंसी को
70 हैं तो
अच्छा,
नहीं, नहीं,
subject
किसी
पे आ
तरह
जाते
से
हैं.
कम
Come back
नहीं
to
है.
the subject.
No, no,
We-
one
we are
second.
diverting.
No, no, I
Your
need to come back to
leader-
the subject.
Okay.
अभी
Because
अभी
your leader
एक
Rahul
चीज
Gandhi
मैं-
believes only in
Can I-
America.
I
And
think
Rahul
Rahul
Gandhi in
Gandhi-
America.
I'm
And the
coming.
guy who was able to bring you on your knees on land acquisition, on all your
What
suit boot legislations have been brought to the
I
hall.
think
The
so.
same
Okay,
Rahul
अच्छा,
Gandhi.
now I'm-
Yes.
अच्छा,
यही राहुल गांधी
doing.
पानी पिला दिया.
I have a question for
यही
GV
राहुल
नरसोरा.
गांधी ने इतना
GV
पानी
नरसोरा,
पिला दिया.
राकेश सिन्हा के लिए मेरे पास सवाल है. व्यूअर्स देख लें, व्यूअर्स सोच लें कि अगर आप प्लीज ट्राई कीजिए, राहुल गांधी को कहिए, प्लीज रुकिए मत. मैं बस एक टिप्पणी करके मैं सवाल पूछ रहा हूं, आप रिस्पॉन्ड मत कीजिए. राहुल गांधी को जाए,
हम
उनको
respond क्यों नहीं
कागज
करेंगे?
फाड़ने की बहुत आदत है. वो कागज लेके जाए, कहे पूर्णिया में जहां पे पप्पू यादव की कंस्टिट्यूएंसी है, कि वहां कहे कि प्यू रिसर्च ने बोला है मैं बहुत पॉपुलर
प्यू
हूं, तो
रिसर्च
उसके
इनकी
बाद
आदत है. दूसरी बात है, देखिए अर्नब गोस्वामी जी,
नहीं, जब आपको
अर्नब गोस्वामी
सोचना
जी,
है,
आप
आप
लोग
लोग नहीं ऑन द लाइफ
सरकार बनाते।
but on a serious tone, the issues which Rahul Gandhi, it is very strange. You are accusing him of going to states, but the issue he raises is closest to the people. They
Wow,
keep
in
going.
Aspen.
They keep going to people. No,
In
they keep
Aspen.
raising issues which is closest to the corporate.
He has
to the
become
चुने हुए लोग.
non-resident Congress
कभी
leader.
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
He has
जाकर
become
किसी को
non-resident.
लोन दिलाना,
He has become non-resident
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
Congress leader.
जाकर लोन दिलाना
He
तो
has
वैसे ही
become
करते हैं ना.
from the
Please,
US
we
and
need to
UK.
go to our knockout questions pretty quickly. My next question is, and I don't think we should let BJP off the hook, and Pawan Verma will respond to that.
No, you gave
no,
the
no,
maximum
no,
discussion has
I'm
become-
coming back to you. I'm
The
coming back to
discussion
you.
has become about Aspen only.
No,
so
no,
what
no.
can we not
Aspen
talk?
is not important now. My question is, though I don't know, maybe someone's planning to fight elections in Aspen. Can you deny that a defeat for the BJP in this election will be perceived as a defeat of your Prime Minister against Nitish Kumar? If Modi can be credited for the party's victories, why should he be shielded in defeat if that were to happen? Every Congress defeat, my first question is not a referendum on Rahul Gandhi. Why should every BJP loss be seen as a reflection on Modi? Will the Congress party drop the suit boot ki sarkar jibe if it fails to win effectively in Bihar? after the loss in Delhi and be focused. You had a humiliating loss in Delhi. Your confidence was here, you ended up with a 0. Will you concede today, at least like he has conceded, that it is a make or break election for the secular Mahagathbandhan? Will you concede before him, and Pawan will respond on this, that the stakes are higher for you in Bihar, given that the loss for you would mean that for all you say about Modi's popularity, etc., the BJP would have been electorally rejected in both the big assembly elections in just their second year of getting a thumping majority at the center. You get 281 plus others, 330, 40 seats, and then you get 0 in Delhi. Suppose you lose Bihar, the fact is that the BJP needs to prove, and prove desperately, that the Modi magic as well as Amit Shah's electoral stratagem is still relevant and appeals to the electorate in this country. This is what is at test in Bihar. That is what viewers will believe. I want you to tell the viewers why they should not believe so. This is the final test for the Modi magic.
People of India have elected Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to be the Prime Minister for 5 years.
Sir, you're straying.
No election, I'm answering straight to you. No election in between has any, we are a single party majority government. There is no question of any impact of state elections on center.
Why are you not?
No,
do you lack confidence?
Please let me
complete. Do you lack confidence?
No, I'm saying for us even a municipality election. For us even a municipality. No, I'm being honest. Unlike you. You guys are not being honest. You should allow me to complete. You should allow me to complete when I'm being honest.
No, let him complete.
For me,
can I give you a small interjection and then I'm allowing you to complete? Sir, please believe, sir. You are a very well-known national spokesperson of the BJP. If you say today that Bihar has as much importance as a municipal election, philosophically you may be making the point, but realistically people won't.
Let me complete my statement. We are a national party. We are currently in government at the center. People have given us a mandate for 5 years. What is currently on test in Bihar is Nitish Kumar's performance as Chief Minister and the combined performance or non-performance for 25 years. It's a referendum on Lalu Nitish's 25 years, not on our government. But we are going to win this election, win it big. We will win a 2/3 majority in this election because for us, winning is a habit, winning is a mandate, winning is our challenge. We don't take any election lightly. We will win this election hands down. But it's not a referendum on Prime Minister's performance.
सवाल हिंदी में तो थोड़ा चल रहा है तो मैं हिंदी में पूछूंगा आपको कि हारना बहुत महंगा पड़ेगा बीजेपी के लिए, इससे आप सहमत है कि नहीं है?
हारना सबके लिए महंगा पड़ता है।
नहीं, बिहार में
हारना कहीं भी मैं
आप सहमत है कि असहमत है?
नहीं, don't try this quiz format with me. And for me, I'm telling you, हारना हमारे लिए मंजूर नहीं है, हमारे लिए मंजूर नहीं है,
घातक होगा, महंगा पड़ेगा,
हारना घातक होगा, हारना हमारे लिए मंजूर नहीं है, हारना हमारा आदत नहीं है।
अच्छा,
हारना घातक होगा,
पवन वर्मा,
हारना घातक होगा।
At this stage of the debate, viewers, we have 10 minutes left. At this stage of the debate, I'll allow a counter to Pawan Verma.
I will take 1 minute because I have not spoken for very long. Arnab, let's come back to what you raised in the beginning. Arnab,
but he didn't answer your question. I answered the negative question. He didn't answer what will happen to JDU if they lose election.
Afraid of the answer.
Let him answer that
first. I'll try and get him to
first.
answer after he completes.
He's afraid of the answer. Arnab, it's like this. We've had a government in Delhi for the last roughly 18 months. I believe in many ways it's a referendum on that government as much as it is on Mr. Nitish Kumar's performance. I concede. That government came to us with extravagant promises. You can take your watch, I won't take more than 40 seconds.
No, I'm listening to you.
It came to power on the basis of extravagant promises. People had faith in Mr. Narendra Modi. Gradually what they have seen is that while he is good in eloquence and in terms of sloganeering, the delivery is poor. If you will allow me, it will take me 10 seconds, I will quote statistics. Agriculture.
That's why 10 lakh people
April,
come to
June
listen to him in rallies.
2014.
They're disappointed.
See now, the moment I'm coming to facts,
No, 10 lakh people come to his rallies. Nitish Kumar gets booted. Nitish Kumar gets hooted out in his own rallies. Is that popularity?
Can I make a request?
No, when he's making factually incorrect statements, it's my right to rebut.
No, he's saying that you are interrupting him because the statistics
No.
are uncomfortable.
No, it's factually incorrect. Prime Minister addressed rallies
Why are you rattled?
of million people. A million
No, he must
people.
wait for the answer.
Rebut him after
No,
he
because
completes.
you're factually
Okay.
incorrect.
Let's give him 10 seconds to respond.
No,
and then
not
you
10
can rebut.
seconds.
Go
So
ahead.
sorry, he has taken away my time. Give me
15
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
I'm saying agriculture, April, June 2014, 2.6% growth. Today it's 1.9%. I'm saying manufacturing sector, same period last year it was 8.4, today it's 7.2. I'm saying prices have risen. I'm saying jobs have not been created. I am saying one particular industrialist's net worth has gone up by 25,000 crores in 1 year, while everybody else is suffering under this
Pawan
elitist
Marmaji,
regime.
Can I
I'm
rebut
saying
with
to you,
facts?
I'm saying to you,
Pawan Marmaji,
no, let me finish.
Pawan Marmaji,
I'm saying to
I
you
have to answer.
that Kalburgi,
Viewers,
Mr.
we are going
Bachare,
to-
Mr. Dabholkar has been killed in this
I
country.
think-
Pawan Marmaji can't.
I'm saying to
him
you,
answer. Courage.
Let
No, let me
bole,
finish.
let him go.
Let
Let
him
him go.
seconds.
10 seconds more.
10 seconds.
Just 10 seconds more.
I
no,
say
but
to
I
you,
need to-
I
What's
say
the
to
10
you,
seconds?
I say to you, this is the party which said Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas. We have Yogi Adityanath, we have Sakshi Marab, we have Sakshi Prachi, we have got the killing of people who are rationalists, we have Dadri happening next door. What kind of government is this?
Okay, 10 seconds
Your-
up. 10
that's
seconds,
your
10 seconds
place.
up.
That's your
Pawan
man.
Marmaji,
What kind of
your
India?
ex-partner,
One
Samajwadi
at a
Party
time.
is ruling in Uttar
One
Pradesh.
at a
How
time.
Dadri is responsible for Narendra Modi?
So now look at it.
Akhilesh Yadav's
My
rule in
question
the-
is,
No, counter.
No,
Okay,
I am
now
just
can I
telling.
Counter first Rakesh Sinha, then him.
I'm just saying that.
10 seconds.
How
10
does
seconds.
these statistics?
Have you heard the
No,
statement
no,
of Sangeet Saab?
let me complete, Pawanji.
Did you see what Sakshi
Let
Prachi
me
said?
complete.
Balyan
The undiminished migration of workers
You
and
must live in
students
a
from
safe
Bihar.
country, Rakesh ji.
Oh, undiminished migration of workers and students from Bihar.
I can't
shows
expect that you are
Nitish Kumar
justifying the
government is a
statement
complete
of your
failure.
minister.
It is abysmal failure. That's why Narendra Modi is
Did
the
Sakshi
most.
Prachi say the
Narendra
right
Modi
thing?
is
But
most
Rakesh ji-
popular figure in Bihar, and I give one slogan: Modi Naam Kevalam in Bihar.
did
Modi
Sakshi
Naam
Prachi
Kevalam.
say
It
the
is a
right
vote
thing?
for
Now,
Modi.
countering on
And I
fact.
think Modi is countering the
Rakesh
Maharashtra.
ji,
You support
you know, Arnab,
Yeah,
No,
can I-
countering
I need
on
to-
fact.
No,
It's GVL.
Arnab,
Yeah,
Arnab.
okay.
Ajay later.
I think
It's
Mr.
GVL.
Pawan Verma is very weak on facts.
I gave statistics.
Because Prime
Prove
Minister's
me wrong.
rallies, no, let me finish now. Prime
Rallies?
Minister's rallies have been
They are
addressed,
flops
have been
in Bihar. Flops.
attended by a million
but-
people.
flops.
And
But-
it's Nitish Kumar, I'll show
but
you on
Arnab,
my phone.
Arnab.
Nitish Kumar is being hooted out in his own
Oh,
rallies.
you are
People
organizing
are
now. That is your
shouting.
brand of
People
politics.
are waving
But Arnab,
black
They
flags.
will
Arnab, I
Number
need-
one. Number two.
Let him
I
go,
think
let him go, let him go.
Red
On
and
statistics,
Sam
I
Dam
think it's not
debate.
fair. It's not fair.
It is Sam
It's not
Dam
fair.
debate.
I think you should give it a
Government-
I think we
Mr.
should-
Rao,
I think we
Government
should
of
let
India
him-
statistics.
Ajay Kumar, I think I'm
No,
letting
but
him
I
go.
want to show you the
Ajay Kumar,
His
I
government
will
statistics.
come to you.
Not
I
fair.
have
His
knockout
statistics.
questions for you.
No,
You must let him
sir,
complete.
let me
Sir,
finish
but complete
You
your
should
Okay.
review Amit Shah as the
You
president.
see, from
Only RSS
economy,
can do it.
from economy to infrastructure to crime, BJP finds a Nitish Kumar slump after split.
What is
We have-
nonsense
we
here?
have- I have the statistics
Arnab, I
here.
say
This
to
is
you,
such a
See,
fo-
25
No,
page
let me give it to
document
the
we
anchor.
released to the press.
Let me-
25 page
let me-
document.
This is
Refuting
from the, this is
everything.
from the BJP channel. This is not from a
25
normal
pages.
news.
I think I'll show it to
You can
Arnab.
see it.
Rao Saab,
I have
this
a
is from
suggestion.
your own
I
newspaper.
have a suggestion. 1 minute.
I think
One
this
minute,
is how.
One minute.
this
I
is
have a
how-
suggestion.
No, let's show the
I
table.
think both of you come here. One
Yeah.
second. Both of you come
Come,
here.
come.
Both of you come
Come.
here. Both of you come here and you exchange papers. One
Yes.
second. Right here now.
No,
yes,
but I gotta-
Both of you come here, please. Come
It's
here. One
already
second.
released
One
to the
second.
media.
One second. You can come here. You can come here. One
This is
second.
published
No.
in the media.
No,
That's
no.
not a party
Attack,
paper.
rebuttal.
One second.
I'm not carrying a
25
party
pages.
propaganda.
No, one second. You
This is published in Indian Express.
you exchange the papers. You
I'm
exchange.
No, no. Has
I'm
it been
saying-
published?
I'm
Has
saying-
it been published anywhere?
yes,
It's not credible.
yes.
It's not credible.
It has been published.
No, this
You
is
want to
Indian
exchange the
Express.
papers?
Okay.
You want to exchange
Yeah.
the papers? He's quoting.
No.
He's
I'm
quoting.
quoting facts.
I'll
Okay.
keep
Let
the phone
me.
also.
Let me.
I'll give
No,
the
no,
phone
no, you
also.
listen.
Let me take
But
30
I will
seconds to
answer.
explain.
No, you let him complete. He's showing you
Okay,
something.
we are making a before-after comparison.
Okay.
I think we were in alliance with we were in a
It's
we
completely
were in a
distorted.
alliance government, and the growth rate when we were together was 15.45%.
Right.
Okay, and in the next year it drops to 8.82%. GDP of Bihar.
Right.
This is the national statistic.
I'll allow one
This
now.
is not okay.
I'll-
Now, crime rate has gone up by 21%
Got it.
in 1 year, and
can I
this
answer?
is rape cases. 16% hike in kidnappings. I think the moment Lalu came and supported them in government,
you're quoting
I
the
think
Express.
kidnap.
No,
but I'll tell you.
I'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll
what?
tell you.
These are
No,
statistics.
you made your, now you show that
No.
show that to him.
Okay.
One second.
No,
one
this
second,
is-
1 second, sir. Arnab, all these statistics are completely distorted.
No, these are
They have been
correct
rebutted.
statistics.
Now, let me tell you. Let
These
me
are
give you the
state
facts.
government.
Now, let me give you the
Crime is state government.
Sir, I have got a 25-page rebuttal.
But you are
released to the
comparing
press.
with other states.
now I'll tell
No,
you.
compare
I'll
with
tell you.
Bihar.
Now,
Compare.
you raised 3 things. May
Yes.
I respond?
Yes.
May I
Let-
respond?
let-
We should-
now
Before
you-
after
that-
Should we
comparison.
go back or
Yes.
should we stay here?
I think should we go back to our position?
We should go back to
go back to
You
your-
must give me
But
the chance
I will-
to
I
Hey,
will-
but
I will
Arnab,
give you a
you must
chance.
also give us a chance.
I
to
will
speak.
give you a chance to speak. I'm extending the debate. I'm asking you to go back to your respective positions. The reason I pulled you together is that so that you understand that I'm actually enjoying this because both sides sides have come prepared for the debate with their own respective facts.
I will
He
tell
listened to
you.
you, sir.
Okay.
Now you must listen to him, extending the debate by 5 more minutes.
Yeah,
Then the knockout.
Yes, sir.
only caveat
Yes, sir.
is he
Only-
should compare
only-
Bihar with Bihar.
Yes,
He
sir.
should not
Yes.
compare Bihar with Bengal
Now,
or Bihar
now,
with
now,
Goa.
now you must
Bihar with
allow-
Gujarat,
Yes.
Bihar with
No.
Gujarat, but why?
Bihar
allow-
over
One
by-
minute,
Gujarat model.
One minute.
Over time.
I'll compare
Power, one
Bihar
minute.
to Bihar.
1 minute.
Yes.
Sir, the 15.2%.
You address him directly,
Yeah. Mr. Rao Saab, with great respect, the statistics you have quoted are selective, distorted, and inaccurate.
Right.
Let me say to you that after the BJP and we parted company, GDP, gross state domestic product in Bihar, in 2013-14 it was 9.12. In 2014-15 it was 9.45.
Correct.
The figure that you quote of 15%
Yeah.
was the figure of one particular year.
12,
after
13,
which,
20,
and
12, 13.
Therefore, now see, this is not
20,
fair.
12,
I'm
13.
giving for your audience a fair
Viewers
response.
can
And the
listen to
whole
both.
country came
And,
down.
No, this
and
is
by the way,
Indian Express.
the net
I got the
average,
same express with
the
me.
net average of growth for the entire 5-year period was over 10%,
Right.
which is what we maintained and increased after the BJP left us.
Now time for
no,
knockout questions.
after we
He has
left,
treated-
but Arnab,
Now time for
please
knockout
be fair.
questions.
It's
No,
slump.
we'll
Please
run
be fair.
knockout questions.
Now on crime, I want to say, Arnab, very quickly.
Knockout questions, please.
According to the Central National Crime Records Bureau, for every 1 lakh of people, Bihar has an 174.2 position. This thing. It is the 22nd position in India.
No,
21
come on,
states
compare
more-
Bihar
more
with
crime,
Bihar.
Knockout
including
Because
questions.
state to
Gujarat,
Three
state.
questions to
MP,
each side. Three
Reporting,
questions at
Haryana,
this stage.
Chhattisgarh.
Three questions at this stage to
Now.
each side. Please, 1 second.
Oh,
Knockout
no,
question.
I
No,
must-
knockout
one
question.
second,
Complete
one
lies,
sentence.
complete lies.
I give them credit for surpassing the crime rate during Jungle
No,
Raj
no, but
of Lal
statistics-
Yadav. I
statistics-
think they have
knockout
achieved that.
question. You have
They
used
have
statistics.
achieved that already.
Knockout
They have
question.
already achieved.
Can you deny that a defeat for the BJP in this election will be perceived as a defeat of your Prime Minister against Nitish Kumar? If Modi can be credited for the party's victories, why should he be shielded in defeat if that were to happen? Every Congress defeat, my first question is not a referendum on Rahul Gandhi. Why should every BJP loss be seen as a reflection on Modi? Will the Congress party drop the suit boot ki sarkar jibe if it fails to win effectively in Bihar? My first set of knockout questions is for the BJP. I want yes or no, almost small replies, or maximum your reply should be in one sentence, not more than that. 3 questions to you. Viewers, please note. Knockout question 1. Can you deny that a defeat for the BJP in this election will be perceived as a defeat of your Prime Minister against Nitish Kumar?
It's not an individual fight at all.
Okay.
We disagree that this is a personality fight because we don't want to elevate Nitish Kumar. He has already taken on Prime Minister
Okay,
and
second
he lost
question, if
badly.
Modi can be credited for the party's victories, why should he be shielded in defeat if that were to happen? Then will that make the BJP strategy similar to the Congress's shield Rahul campaign?
That's typical of the Congress. We don't really have such a system where we credit leaders for victory and not
Third
find
question, since this is the first election after the Modi government at the center has completed 1 full year, can the BJP deny whether it's a true determinant of whether or not the Modi wave is still strong?
I don't think this is a test for Modi's governance. This is a test for Nitish Kumar's governance.
All right, now my knockout questions here now for the Congress
people
party.
will speak.
To the Congress party, please, if I can have 3 questions to Congress party. If every Congress defeat, my first question is not a referendum on Rahul Gandhi. Why should every BJP loss be seen as a reflection on Modi? Please answer it in context.
This whole election in Bihar is being fought on Modi's face. This is the Prime Minister who has said that it is Modi fighting Mr. Nitish Kumar. So it's obviously logical that it is Mr.
That
Modi's
didn't answer
defeat.
my question. If will a defeat in Bihar in the event it happens mean that Rahul's appointment as Congress president will be kept in further abeyance?
No, not at all. The question is, the process of election, the Congress president is a process which we follow.
Okay.
So it's got no correlation to it. It will happen according to statute.
Answer my last question, yes or no. Will the Congress party drop the suit boot ki sarkar jibe if it fails to win effectively in Bihar?
No, the question is the suit boot
Suit boot jibe.
Suit boot ki
Suit boot
jibe.
ki sarkar
Suit
jibe.
boot ki jibe is a philosophical issue because that is
Ah,
what the BJP.
now it's become
no, because the
philosophical.
BJP believes in the suit boot.
Crony
Crony capitalists, crony capitalists, crony capitalists, cutting social sector, cutting education, cutting health, cutting
Knockout
all
questions for the
the,
JDU.
cutting health,
is this election more about Nitish Kumar's own personal pride than any electoral or national goal? If you look back last 2 years, that's what we'll
The
conclude.
answer is a resounding no.
If the Nitish Kumar saw the Lok Sabha verdict then as a referendum on his government and leadership and resigned as Chief Minister, what explains the hasty and, if I may say so, very messy return as Bihar Chief Minister? Was the resounding 2014 defeat in Bihar not a loud enough referendum against Nitish Kumar? Was it or was it not a loud enough referendum against Nitish Kumar?
Question asked.
Yes, sir.
He lost the election, he accepted defeat, he accepted moral responsibility, he resigned. He has assumed power to fight again after the person whom he appointed as Chief Minister stabbed him in the back.
Last question, yes or no, will the defeat mean the end of the Nitish Lalu alliance, or will you say on this program, as you like to say to GVL Narasimha Rao before a national audience, that there will be no break with the Congress, the Mahagathbandhan will continue beyond the Bihar elections till eternity?
The Mahagathbandhan, I think, will consolidate itself after this victory in Bihar.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you very much for
Thank
taking
you.
part in national debate number 1. Let the viewers decide who won, who lost. I'd only say one thing, both sides came fairly well prepared. It was an aggressive debate, and as you can make out by watching this debate, this election is not just about Bihar. It is about the way national politics will be played out. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.